I'm here with actress Lucy Boynton, who stars in the new Netflix show Gypsy. Lucy, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So Gypsy is about a therapist who, let's say, doesn't have the best boundaries in the world.
That's one way of putting it, yeah.
And your character plays a pill addict who kind of develops an interesting relationship with her. The therapist, of course, is played by Naomi Watts.
Yes.
What attracted you to this role?
Just how kind of honestly all the characters are written as well. Nothing is kind of played up for too much drama. You get to see kind of the truest, dirtiest sides of people, and someone as glamorous as Jean, Naomi's character, and all her kind of darker secrets inside. So that was really exciting.
So you and Amy Watts have a lot of very intense, very intimate, very raw scenes together, and I'm wondering what kind of preparation you guys had to do in order to be comfortable. Did you spend time together? How did you work up that kind of intimacy?
Not really, because the first time we meet my character Alison is the first time she goes into Jean's office to see her and consult her. And so you see the very cautious way she approaches Jean, very reluctantly at first. And then it was kind of, I didn't really know how it was going to develop. We only got 2 scripts at a time, so you kind of know where your character's going roughly, but not specifically. So it was just really amazing working with these directors. And for example, in the second episode with Sam Taylor Johnson directing, that scene played out very differently to how I thought it was going to. And it was just about working that out in the moment and realizing that kind of she can feel much more frenzied than it appears on the script. So it was really exciting to kind of play with that.
Was that different to kind of only get a couple of scripts at a time? Was that something that you'd kind of worked with before?
No, I've actually never done that before. So it was quite nerve-wracking, but also really exciting because it keeps everything very real and pure, and you can't pre-plan for your character. So it's very much in the moment.
As an actor, what is it like kind of working in this new reality of streaming services where you have a service like Netflix which wants to provide that kind of content?
I think it's really exciting because Netflix kind of, it gives way to a kind of middle ground rather than just the huge budget films and then the very small indies. Netflix is kind of the middle road, which gives much more power to the creative heads of it. And so it's really exciting to have these series where you get to follow these characters for much longer a period than just the short amount you see in a film. And especially as an actor, getting to explore the character for much longer is so exciting. And especially someone who relentlessly binges on Netflix.
Oh, you do? What are you binging right now?
Well, I went through the whole Stranger Things thing, of course. The OA. Have you done the OA?
Love the OA.
Oh my God.
I don't know that I understood every single minute of it, but I loved it.
But it's so brilliant. It's so brilliant. Yeah, I'm such a huge fan of Britt Marling. She's a genius.
I know.
Yeah.
So the last time you were in studio, you were here promoting The Black Coat's Daughter, which is also not light.
Not really your average comedy.
A little creepy. Are you kind of itching to do a zany comedy? Is there something else that's kind of different that you'd like to do for your next project?
Comedy kind of terrifies me. Really? Yeah. Yeah, I feel pretty intimidated. Also, I love the darker material. I feel like it's much more immersive, and it's more of an exploration of like the very extremes of human existence. So
So we're not going to see you in like a
But then I love
comedy
I love like Drake Doremus's film Like Crazy, which is a really beautiful love story. So a film like that, hopefully. But
Stevie Nicks re-recorded Gypsy, the amazing Fleetwood Mac classic, for the show. I mean, that is so super cool. Did you get to meet her? Was she involved at all? Was she on set?
I didn't. I mean, I know that Lisa, the writer, got to meet her and they went to her concert and everything, which is amazing. But no, I mean, when we did the read-through, we just took a minute before reading the first episode and all sat around and listened to that song Gypsy. And it was so moving. It was so incredible. And then so to find out that she's re-recorded it is a huge honor. So you are also going to appear in Murder on the Orient Express. Yes. So without giving any spoilers away, what was your initial reaction of Kenneth Branagh's giant mustache? Just shock. I mean, we saw it in the makeup room and it was on this kind of styrofoam version of his head and it looked pretty intense. And then you see it on his face. It's like most impressive facial hair I've ever come across. I can't wait to see it. I mean, this cast is unreal. Johnny Depp, Judi Dench, Daisy Ridley, Michelle Pfeiffer. What was it like to be a part of a cast like that? It was just incredible because I mean, I never went to drama school, so this was kind of, I mean, I don't know that there is a better drama school than watching Judi Dench do her thing. So just to sit in a carriage with all of these people and look down the line of faces that I have grown up admiring was fairly surreal.
If you could pick any musician to record a song for another one of your upcoming projects, who would it be?
Oh my God, that's so hard. Growing up, the Beatles were the soundtrack of my childhood, just because my dad was such a huge fan of them, and Paul McCartney is like the love of my life.
Huh?
So I guess Paul McCartney to re-record any song.
Yeah.
Lucy in the Sky then, of course.
Obviously.
Right?
Oh my God. Yes.
Shivers.
For your biopic.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Done.
Here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Gypsy is currently streaming on Netflix.